everyone. Welcome to Episode 4 of Berke Creations Podcast. My name is Zsófi, or Sophie with a Z, and I live in Transylvania. And this is mainly a knitting podcast at the time being, until our homestead is ready and I can show you some more about our lives. And today I am drinking tea. Actually, all this month I've been drinking tea. I was enjoying very much what I collected from our garden and what mixtures I made. And I got something in a tea swap. And this is Ep.4 zimt, which is wild apple actually, and cinnamon. So I'm gonna very much enjoy this tea with you. I hope you have also something to drink too, and we can talk about the knitting. I haven't been present for the last 2 weeks. My last episode was 2 weeks ago, yes. And then maybe some of you saw I had a short vlog about knitting fairy lights, and I think that was a disaster, but it's fine. And after I started doing Vlogmas, and I had only just 2 days, and then I stopped. For several reasons. First of all, I was feeling very, very tired, and every time I record, I do that when my son is sleeping, napping, and because I was so tired, I was actually trying to have a nap together with him. And then, I also started dieting, keto diet, and in the first week I felt very sluggish and without energy. And of course the weather and the fact that our house is still not finished, and we're probably gonna spend Christmas not in our home, so that kind of makes me a little bit sad, actually a lot sad. So yeah, just letting this tea to it still needs time to steep, I guess. So, and so I apologize from everybody who was expecting and who was following the Vlogmas and was expecting to have more episodes up, but I still want to let you know that the mini Xmas ornaments call, it's still open. Up until now nobody entered anything in the Ravelry group, so it's really open. If only one of you gets over there and post a picture of one little ornament that she made during this holiday season, then she has the exclusive chance to win a small little cute package prize, which I was thinking to include some soap, some interesting buttons, and some other ornaments that I made, and maybe other knickknacks or little chocolate that I can find. And also I am hosting a giveaway, and that's also on my fairy lights video under the comments. So you can enter there commenting whatever Hungarian word you would like to learn in this podcast, and then you have a chance also to win the same little prize. So I am very excited, and I very hope that many of you will go there and be part of this. And before I speak about today's Hungarian word, probably many of you are very interested about this sweater. This is an older finished object of mine, and it's the Garden Gate sweater by Jennifer Steingass. And I decided to wear this episode because I spoke about the local yarn, the Berke yarn, and now also other podcasters mention this, that I like to knit with this yarn, and it's true, but I haven't shown you much about this yarn or how it knits up, and I thought maybe it's the time to do that. So this is my finished garment. I changed pretty much on it. First of all, so yes, first of all, the yarns, right? The yarn. The contrast color yarn is Echo View yarn, which I got in a yarn swap from Maria of Ninja Chickens. And then the main color, the gray, it's this Berke local rustic yarn. It's kind of a sport weight, sometimes even DK, but rather sport weight yarn from the sheep, from Berke sheep. And this yarn, yeah, it's undyed, it's not very raw or prickly, or at least not for me. And then I decided just to do some chain embroidery stitch around the ribbings, and I like it very much. So yes, this yarn, it's not sold in shops, or doesn't even have a name tag. It's not uniform. It's just like each mill produces it. If you bring your own wool, but also they have some extra to sell to people who make rugs mostly. But I heard that actually some other people also like to dye it and knit with it. Maybe some of you know and knit already used Milk yarns. It's like a company from the Netherlands, but she is Romanian and especially Transylvanian, and she sourced all this wool from Transylvania, and they started this little company of Milk yarns. So, and they also have what I found also myself, these three main natural colors: the beige, dark brown, and then this beautiful light heathery grey. So yeah, this is my favorite, and I really much enjoy this garment. The only downside of it is that I didn't check my row gauge, and since my yarn weight was a little bit heavier than fingering, I kind of ended up with a sponcho like shape, and this is not very convenient, because as you can see, every time I raise a little bit my arms, all the yoke, it's over here, and then I have to pull it a little bit down to sit right. But I also noticed that Jennifer Steingass's patterns, which have this heavy and long, beautiful yokes, she starts, of course, separating the sleeves a little bit later than exactly at your armpit, and I am not so comfortable with this kind of situation. So I usually wear this just around the house, or just like this when I don't need to have a coat or jacket on, because then it gets very uncomfortable, like everything bulging up around the décolleté. So, but otherwise, I think it's a beautiful, one of my first color work projects. So, yeah. the Echo View yarn, the Bordeaux yarn, it's bleeding very much, so it kind of bled into the grey already, even if I washed it like very quickly, and also used maybe vinegar to try to contain it, but it was not so much successful. Alright, then that's all about my garments from the past, I guess. And just try this tea. By now it must be good. Lovely. I love cinnamon tea. I don't know how do you feel, but sometimes I just have it just by itself. And then today's Hungarian word I was thinking to be winter, and winter it's called tél. It's just 3 letters. Tél. And I love winter, and I love when it snows. So unfortunately these days the snow doesn't last long enough. It's not like in my childhood. And also because of that and of my tiredness, I'm not in a Christmas mood, still not in a Christmas mood. And maybe you can see that I don't have a Christmas tree. Sorry. So I don't have a Christmas tree, but this is not common around here to put up in December the Christmas tree, because yeah, it's a very kind memory for me and for many children in this town, that when we were kids, our parents would send off us to our grandparents, and we would stay there and wait until the mysterious angels come down from the sky and bring individually for each home a Christmas tree. So, and we knew that this would take time, so on the 24th, on the evening or in the night, we would come back home, and then we would have the Christmas tree and the presents. So yeah, it's a different kind of tradition, and something I really much like. And I remember that walk coming from my grandma back home, and in the crisp air with the darkness, but the stars on the sky and the snow, and it was all this beautiful, magical little things that created this winter wonderland for us children. Or yeah, this yeah, it was pretty mysterious, this angel that nobody could see her, because I don't know, because she would just come and go. You didn't notice when she comes or when she goes. So, but yeah, it was cute. Okay, and then speaking about Christmas, at least I am making progress on my Christmas cardigan, which is the Nightfall cardigan by Skein Knits, and I am making it in Lithuanian wool, and finally it has sleeves. I am on the picot edge on the second sleeve. So in my previous episode I asked advice about what to do about the ribbing, because I didn't like to have a simple ribbing. I felt like I needed a folded hem kind of situation, and Gertie, yes, it was Gertie, she advised me to do the picot edge, or she calls it mouse teeth edge. So I never tried a picot edge before, and I thought it's time for me to do. Some other viewer had another suggestion that I should hold the yarn double and just do the ribbing like that, and that was my second to go to option, but I am so happy with the picket edge now. Look. And inside I picked up the pearl ridge, the darker blue colored pearl ridge. Picked it up and then I finished it with a 3 needle bind off on a larger needle so that I have plenty of stretch. And I think this kind of hem and edge situation is very common for this Norwegian koftas, so that's why I like this design. Okay, the cuffs are of course not smaller because they don't pull in, right? So it's a kind of just a tiny little bit flared out, but it's fine for the sleeves. It's really alright for the sleeves, so tonight I'm gonna finish it on this one. And for the hem I still have the live stitches, but tonight then I will do also the picket edge, but I will decrease a few stitches so that it will surely not flare out but kind of have a straight line. And then I think this cardigan is ready now for sticking. So welcome back. My next project, actually it's already finished, but you guys haven't seen it before. So it was just a freestyle cowl that I made from my leftover yarns of my Loctite hat. Just don't have it here right now. So I used up all the leftover yarns from the Loctite hat and just freestyled a cowl. And I used again the Malabrigo No Me Olvides and Kambgarn by Ístex, Icelandic company. And yeah, these are my two yarns. And I promise I will not mention Malabrigo no Meolides again, ever again, because I don't have any more. I only had one ski, and I got a cowl and a hat out of it, so that was a pretty good thing. And let me try this on. So the cowl just looks like this, longer in the front. I actually did a kind of like a raglan increases in on this ridge on the front, and short rows. The only bothering thing is just this kind of situation of curling back, but I try to block it and resolve it. If I cannot, then maybe just hand sew a ribbon or something behind this line, so to give it some structure to stay straight. And I discovered something fun with this cowl. So yes, on the back I just kept 2 stitch of fringe of the gray color, and you can see that how my rows widen because of the German short rows. So, and then what I discovered, the fun fact that I'd like actually to wear this. It's it's like this. I look like a little bit like a, I don't know, Milk Maiden, maybe, like this. But I remember there was a pattern like Hadana, maybe it's called, and something like this, very versatile, so that you can wear it on your head and you can wear it as a cowl. And I decided I'm gonna do this kind of my freestyle design again, but just a little bit less stitches, so that it's more fitted if I want to put it on my head. And also just a tiny bit shorter here on this ridge on the back side, so it's gonna be a little bit shorter, so then it's actually more comfortable for your head. So sometimes I'm thinking to buy patterns, but then I just realized that maybe I can just freestyle maybe something similar, or just I get a tiny little bit of idea from other patterns and then just do for myself. And I think that's a very good exercise for your brain, so that not to all the time rely on other people, problem solving methods, or also the mathematics. So that's a great thing to do. So, and I'd like to do this more in the future. Just think about something and freestyle it. Yeah. So yes. Then one more sip of tea. One more sip of the tea. Oh, lovely. Okay, and the last, you see, the last little project. Okay, yeah, I worked on many projects in between. Not only these sleeves or the cowl. In the past 2 weeks I knitted several knits for my son, from my toddler son. But I decided I'm gonna do just a separate fun episode about the knit for my child. So now I took out an older project which I kind of put aside, and this is really my bad that it's put aside for so long, because these are the tea room socks by Albina McLean. I'm so sorry, Albina. She's LB Knits. I'm sorry, I'm still not confident how to pronounce her name. So, and this was actually not a test knit, but a pre-knit and that's something that it's more relaxed than a test knit. You don't have a deadline, you just need to have it cast on and do I don't know, a few rows or reach a certain level with it. So I did not do much before until the deadline, but now I picked it up and I'm very happy, and I love so much this pattern, and I enjoy so much wearing this double layered color work socks, you know, because they are really they don't stretch out so much than socks that you just knit with a single thread. So these are very snugly now, but I am sure they will stretch out. I'm making them on 2.5 millimeter needles, and my yarn is this wow, it's so lustrous here on this slide. It's this 45% alpaca, 25% wool and 30% polyamide blend, and I think it's beautiful. I like this yarn, it's very soft. It's from Ice Yarns. Yeah, so yeah, Ice Yarns, and it's called a Norsk Fine. So yeah, the 45% alpaca really makes a difference. So yeah, here is the burgundy and the camel brown. So yeah, I think they are beautiful together. They are actually left over from another project, a dress that I hope I can show you in the future when Anna Johanna's book will come out, because I have several test knits for that book. Alright, then if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope that you are already in the Christmas atmosphere, in the Christmas mood. As I said, I am a little bit under the weather here because of our plans not going the way we planned, and because yeah, Christmas it should be when the family is together, but my partner actually will be working up until the 24th for sure, and not in the same town, and yeah, we don't have our little cozy home in which we could enjoy just the three of us, and that's a kind of sad feeling for me. But yeah, I also I'm trying to find a job, because I just really want to help out and contribute as much as possible financially, so that our house is ready for the spring. I can no longer take this situation, like living in separate houses, and also living with my dad. It's kind of tiring for me. So yeah, this is my Christmas, or these are my plans for Christmas. I would be happy if the angel would bring me a job, preferably something that pays over the average. So then cross fingers for me, and have lovely holidays, and I make sure to record another episode just before Christmas, and I am looking forward to post weekly, and sorry again for stopping on the Vlogmas, but I guess there are plenty outside that are way more interesting than mine, and that you enjoy and you get a cozy feeling. Bye bye. Happy holiday.